Good morning, everyone. Today's class we are going to discuss about problems on DC machines. Related to the classification of DC machines, series generators, shunt generators, compound generators, the related problems, examples with we are we are going to discuss in this period. First one is before discuss we are remembered derivation of types of generators. Shunt generator, series generator, compound generator, long shunt compound, short shunt compound type of generators. You know that, for example, a series generator, there is a series field is connected in series with the armature winding across the load. Voltage V is across this armature is and series field is a different. The armature drop is IARA. Induced EMF in the armature conductor EG. Series field is RSC. The current passed in this winding to the load is IA is equal to IS is equal to IL. For solving the problem, this equations is most important. See, one by one, I am going to discuss. Example 1. A 4-pole generator having lab found armature winding has 51 slots, each slot containing 20 conductors. What will be the voltage generated in the machine when driven at 1500 rpm, assuming the flux per pole to be 7 milliwebs? So in this problem, number of poles of generator is P is equal to 4 is given. Type of winding lap wound. So the number of parallel paths is equal to number of poles. Both two are same. A is equal to P. Number of slots are 51, but each slot containing 20 conductors. What will be the voltage generated in the machine when driven at 1500 rpm, assuming the flux per pole to be 7 milliwebs? We can calculate here Eg. We know the equation Eg is equal to pi Zn by 6 into P by A. Here number of poles 4, parallel paths both two are same in case of the lap wound. So A is equal to P. Pi is given 7 milliwebs. Z is given total number of conductors. And speed also given. You can calculate EMF generated in this machine is, this is the solution. The equation is, right, Eg is equal to pi Zn by 60 into P by A. Eg is generated EMF. You can say, yeah, this is generated EMF. 5 flux. Z is conductor, number of conductor. N is speed. P is number of poles. A is number of parallel paths. But in case of the lap found, A is equal to P, number of poles is equal to number of parallel paths. So I write note from the problems, pi is equal to given 7 into 10 to the power of 7 webers. Z is equal to 51 into 20, 1020 conductors. A is equal to P is equal to 4, that is lap wound. So now All these values substitute in the above equation. Eg is equal to, now you will get the generated voltage in the armature is Eg is equal to 7 into 10 to the power minus 3. Z is 1020 conductors. N is speed is given 1500 rpm by 60 into A is equal to means 4 by 4. So that is equivalent to 178.5 volts. Now generated EMF is 178.5 volts. This is the solution for the given problem. Next one is example 2, problem number 2. Problem number 2, you can say what is given? Type of generator is given. What type of generator? Shunt type generator. What is same? The shunt type generator delivers 550 ampere at 230 volt, and the resistance of the shunt field and armature are 50 ohm and 0.03 ohm respectively. Calculate the generated EMF. Given problem is type of generator is shunt generator. Type of generator is shunt generator. This is shunt field winding. Connected across the armature. This is armature. So there is a load. Current passed from the armature is IA. So this is divided into two parts. Current towards IL. This is shunt field current ISH. ISH. So there is a shunt field resistance RSH. This is RSS. So from this, which is having a small armature drop IARA, generated voltage is EG, and this across voltage drop voltage is V. This is the voltage. So what is saying the problem is shunt generator delivers 450 ampere at 230 volts. V is given. What is the value of V? 230. V is 230 is given. Voltage V is 230 volts. Armature current is given 450 amperes here. 450 is given. 450 amps is given. This 450 ampere divided as ISS and IL. So ISS plus IL is equal to IA 450 amps, and the resistance of the shunt field winding is 50 ohms. The winding RSS is equal to 50 ohms, and armature resistance is 0.03 ohms respectively. So here armature resistance 0.03, shunt field resistance is also given, that is 50 ohms. This is 50 ohms. Calculate the generated EMF. What is say the problem? You can calculate the generated EMF. We know the equation for the generated EMF. and we can substitute all this value. We will calculate the generated EMF. V is equal to Eg minus IaRa. But here the equation is voltage V is across the armature, across the center field is same. So you can calculate the center field current. ISH is equal to 230 by 50. So the current of, if 230 by 50 means 4.6 ampere. You know the value of Ia. What is 450? 450 minus 4.6 amperes. You will get load current which is passed through the load. IL is equal, you are getting. See that one in the next slide. So this is problem you are observing. Given data you can write. Current through shunt field winding is I is equal to 230 by 50 is equal to 4.6 amperes. Armature current IA is equal to current armature current which is divided into as a ISS and IL. That IA is equal to IL plus ISS or IF. 450 plus 4.6 ampere is equal to 454.6 ampere. We are calculated armature current. Next you can calculate an unknown value is armature voltage drop. You can calculate the armature voltage drop. That is IaRa. Ia is 454.6. Ra is 0.03 is equal to 13.6 volts. Now Eg is equal to terminal voltage plus armature drop. Is equal to terminal voltage plus armature. What is the terminal voltage? What is the terminal voltage? Actually, problem given that is 230 volts right here. 230 IARA drop 13.6 volts. So generated EMF in the armature is 230 plus 13.6, 243.6 volts. What is the generated EMF in the armature? 243.6 volts. Next slide. So this is also a most important problem for examination point of view. An 8-pole DC shunt generator. Type of generator is shunt generator. Number of poles is 8 pole. With 778 wave connected armature conductors and running at 500 rpm, supplies a load of 12.5 ohm resistance, a terminal voltage of 250 volt. Stop. The armature resistance is 0.24 ohm and the field resistance is 250 ohm. Find the armature current, the induced EMF and the flux per pole. So first of all you know that shunt generator diagram. So previous in the second problem we are explained like that the DC shunt generator which is having 8 poles, total number of armature conductor is 778, which is run at a 500 rpm, supplies a load of 12.5 ohm resistance at a terminal voltage of 250 volt. The armature resistance is 0.24 ohm and the field resistance is 250 ohm. Find the armature current, the induced EMF and the flux per pole. So here you can see that all the given data. First of all you can note, draw the shunt generator. This is shunt generator armature. Shunt field winding. This across we are connecting the load. The current through the armature is IA, which is divided as IL ISH shunt field resistance RSH. So here number of pole which is having 8. Total number of conductors is 778. Machine is rotated at 500 rpm. Terminal voltage is 250 volts. These are two terminals. This V is the terminal voltage. Terminal voltage 250 volt. Armature resistance which is having very less 0.24 ohm. Field resistance 250 ohm. Find the armature current, the induced EMF and flux per pole. Here you know that only 250 voltage V is given. So in case of DC shunt generator, voltage V is same across armature as well as across shunt field winding because these two are parallel to the load, and shunt field winding is which is parallelly connected to armature. Let us see the problem. Load current IL is equal to V by R. Supply voltage 250. R is given 12.5. So 20 amp current. What is the load current? 20 amperes. Shunt current, because of voltage V is connected parallel to the shunt field winding. So IL is equal to ISHR IF is equal to 250 by 250 is equal to 1 ampere. Now you can calculate the armature current IA is equal to 20 plus this is 20 plus IA is equal to this IL plus IF, because armature current which is divided as shunt field as well as load current. So the addition of 2 is equivalent to armature current. So IL plus IF. What is IL? 20 ampere. What is IF? 1 ampere. 20 plus 1 21 amperes. Thereby induced EMF that in generation an armature winding is Eg. What is Eg? V plus Ia Ra. So what is V? Supply voltage 250 volts. Ia Ra. What is Ia? 21. What is Ra? Ra armature resistance is given 0.24 ohms. Then finally we get the value 255.04 volts. This EMF is induced in the armature windings. Next, you can calculate what the question. Next, you can calculate Eg first. Eg is equal to generated already. Eg is calculated. Now you can calculate Eg is equal to pi Zn by 16 to P by A. But type of winding is lap or wave. Wave is given in this problem. Previous problem what we learned lap wound A is equal to P. Number of parallel paths is equal to number of poles. A is equal to P. But here number of parallel paths is equal to 2. A is equal to 2. Now you can substitute in place of Eg is 255.04. 255.04 pi flux into 778 into n 500 into divided by 60. And number of poles is given P is equal to 8 divided by A is 2. So pi flux is 9.83 milliwebers. What is the flux? You can calculate from this equation, substitute all the values and you will get the value is flux pi is equal to 9.83 milliwebers. Pi is equal to 9.83 milliwebers. Right? Any doubt from this problem? Okay. All of you know this one. Next problem is 4. First of all of you note this problem and what I discuss. DC shunt generator here, long shunt lap-wound compound. Lap-wound compound generator we are going to discuss. A 4-pole long shunt lap-wound compound generator delivers a load current of 50 ampere at 500 volt. The armature resistance is 0.03 ohm. Series field resistance is 0.04 ohm and shunt field resistance is 200 ohms. The brush drop may be taken as 1 volt. Determine the EMF generated. Calculate also the number of conductors. If the speed is 1200 rpm and flux per pole is 0.02 webers, neglect armature reaction. Right? First of all, what is saying the problem? Type of generator is long shunt. All of you first draw the long shunt. After that, we will get one by one. We will get the derivation. Remember that derivative equations and substitute one by one. Then you can calculate generated EMF. So this is this is armature. This is shunt field. There is a load across this one. This is load. The current in the circuit IA. So a armature current IA, which is have armature resistance of Rm. Series field winding is connected in series with the armature. So series field resistance RC, RSC and series current is ISC, which is divided here as a shunt field current ISH. This one is load current IL. Load current IL. So a armature current which is divided as ISH and IL. So RSH is shunt field winding. So all this problem, P is all of the given data you can note. P is equal to 4. This is a long shunt compound type generator. Load current from this problem, IL is also given. This is load current which is equivalent to 50 amperes. This is 50 ampere and voltage is V is equal to this V is equal to 500 volt. V is equal to 500 volts. 500 volts. V is equal to 500 volt. Armature resistance is given. This is armature resistance 0.03 ohms. Series field, this is series field resistance 0.04 ohms and shunt field resistance 200 ohms. This one is the 200 ohms. So all the series field is given, armature resistance is given, shunt field resistance is given, current series field resistance is given, voltage V is given, load current is given. You can calculate shunt field current, armature current, series current. In this type of generators, armature current is equal to series current, but IA is equal to IS is equal to IL plus ISH. There is a brush and there is two brushes are connected, then brush contact drop is also given in this problem, that is 1 volt. And now you can determine the generated EMF, also calculate the also number of conductors if the speed is 1200. The armature long shunt generator, the speed is 1200 rpm, then you can calculate the number of conductors. And the flux per pole pi is also given 0.02 Webers. Neglect armature reaction. So these are the problem. So once you are understanding this problem, you can draw this long shunt compound generator. Note all individual part: armature resistance, series resistance, armature current, series current, next field shunt field resistance, shunt field current ISS, load current IL, voltage supplied is 500 volts. All this value you can note, and you have the derive the equations. With regarding this equation, you can calculate the EMF, and similarly you can calculate the number of conductor by using the equation E is equal to pi Zn by 16 to P by A. All this equation you can substitute, all this write the all equations and substitute at the values, and you will get the generated EMF. Next we are going to see that next slide. This is solved problem solution. What actually is given? There is supply voltage across the armature and series is same and parallel with the same parallel to the shunt field line. So ISS is equal to V by RS. What is V? 500. RSS 202.5 ampere. What is the shunt field current? 2.5 amperes here. But you know that armature current equation IA is equal to ISS plus IL. You know the value of ISS, shunt field resist current, right? 50. Shunt field current is 2.5 ampere. What is the load current? Load current is also given 50. Then now you will get armature current IA is equal to 50 plus 2.5, 52.5 ampere. Next one is, there are two windings. In case of the long shunt generator, we are observing three windings. Armature winding, there is armature drop. Series field winding, series field drop. Shunt field winding, shunt field drop. All these three windings, they must have in this some value, some voltage. So series current is calculated, then you can calculate series field drop. Series field drop is ISC into RSC. Series field resistance is given, that is 0.04. Series field current is 52.5. Series, because of series field current, which is equal to armature current, then you can write ISC into RSC. ISC is equal to 52.5, RSC is equal to 0.04. 2.1. Series field voltage drop is 2.5, 2.1 volt drop. What is the armature? Armature is IARA. What is IA? 52.5. RA 0.03. 52.5 into 0.03 is equal to 1.575 volts. What is the brush conductor drive? 1 volt. How many brushes? 2. 2 into 1, 2 volts. Right? Now you will get the generated EMF in the armature winding. EZ is equal to V plus ISC RSC plus IARA plus brush contact drive. So 500 voltage supply, 2.1 is series field drop, 1.575 is armature drop, 2 is brush contact drop. Total is 505.67 volt, 505.67 volts. Right. Next, what is same? Calculate the armature. This is the generated EMF in a armature of DC generator. And next, you can calculate number of conductors, because number of when which is rotated 1200 rpm and there is a flux is which is having, then calculate Z. E is equal to this equation, you can right? And apply, insert the all the values, and you will get the number of conductor Z. Here we know we are calculating easy. Pi is unknown value is given problem. Unknown value is Z, known value is N. P by A according to the type of conductor. Actually, we are type of conductors in case of the generators. They are bound type generator. Which one is very used, that you can write that value. If is a lap wound, you know that A is equal to P. If is wave wound, A is equal to 2. And substitute as this value, you will get Z number of conductors in the armature. Right, see that? Easy is 5 not 5.67. Next, Z unknown value. Next, flux is given 0.02. And the speed is 1200 rpm by 16 to type of winding lap wound generator. A is equal to P. P is 4. A is 4. 4 by 4. So which is equal, then you will get Z is equal to 64. The total number of conductor in the armature when machine is rotated is 1200 rpm, which is having 0.02 waves. The total number of armature conductor is 1264. What is that? Total number of armature conductor is 1264. Right? Next slide. See, this is also a compound wound generator. Problem number 5. A 10 kilowatt 125 volt compound generator has rotation losses amounting to 580 watt. The shunt field resistance is 62.5 ohms. The armature resistance is 0.12 ohms. The armature resistance is 0.12 ohm and series field resistance is 0.02 ohm. Calculate the full load efficiency. What is say? Calculate the full load efficiency. Type of winding? No. This is compound generator. It is long shunt, short shunt. It's not particularly mentioned in the problem. So you will assume as a long shunt generator or short shunt generator. So here a 10 kilowatt 125 compound generator has rotation losses amounting 580 watts. What are the rotation losses? 580 watts. The shunt field resistance 62.5. Armature resistance 0.125. And series field resistance 0.02. Calculate the full load efficiency. What is the efficiency? Output by input. You will get the efficiency. How much efficiency? Which is 7. So first of all, you can calculate and you can draw. Full load current IL is equal to by actually given the 10 kilowatts, so that is 10,000 divided by V 125. That is 80 ampere 125 volts, that is 80 amperes. What is the load current? 80 amperes. Field current is IF. The shunt field resistance is given. IF or ISS is equal to V by RS. What is the V across the load? What is 125? 120 by RSS shunt field resistance is given. 120 by 62.5 is equal to 2 ampere. What is the shunt field current here? Field current 2 amperes. Then you can calculate IA is equal to ISS plus IL. So what type of winding here was assumed here? Long shunt compound generator. Previously we were drawn. There is a series field winding which is in series with the armature. These two are in parallel with the shunt field winding across the load. Okay. So here then IA is equal to 80 plus 2. ISH is this one. What is the ISS? ISS 2 amperes. ISS as shunt field or IF, both two are same. So IF or ISS is equal to 2 and load current IL is equal to 80. 80 plus 2 is equal to 82 amperes. Right, you know the armature current. which is the current through series winding. So armature winding Ia is equal to Isc when the armature winding in series with the series field winding. The current in the armature winding and the current in the series field winding, both two are same. You are calculating the armature current. I is equal to 82 ampere, same as in case of the series field winding. That is Isc is equal to 82 amperes. Therefore, you can calculate now. You know the rotational losses. There is a mechanical process is given, mechanical and windage losses given. But occurring some losses in case of the field winding, series field, and armature winding. The tortoise also you can calculate. So the losses is I square R. The Ia square Ra losses can now be determined armature. Ia, you know that current 82 ampere. R is armature resistance, you know that 0.12. Ia square R is called armature loss. 82 square into 0.12, 807 watts. This is 807 watt armature copper loss. Right. Next, series field winding, which is connected in series with the armature. ISS square into RSS. Series field is ISS square into RSC. So series field current is very small. Series field current, which is equal to armature current IA, 82 square into 0.022, 148 watts. So you are calculating armature copper loss, series field copper loss, and you know that rotation losses, these are mechanical and windage losses. So then you can calculate total losses, rotational, armature copper loss, series field loss. So then we'll get total losses. What is the input? What is the output? Input is equal to output plus total losses. Then now you can calculate the efficiency output by input, right? So this is your problem. Already I am explained with respect to this diagram. Once again you can see here, this is a series field winding. This is armature. This one here, this is shunt field winding. So we are assuming here long shunt, not a short shunt, connected parallel to the series and armature. So there is a load. This one is the load. Mm, this one is the load. The current in this is IA. Right, this IA. This is ISC. Yeah, this is ISC series field current. This is shunt field current. This is the load current IL. This is shunt field current ISS. This is shunt field resistance RSS. In case the compute generator, here we are considering long shunt. You can see that this is armature, which is having armature winding, and then some losses occur in this winding, that is armature copper loss. This is series field. There is also occurring some losses, copper losses. So this series field copper loss. This shunt field, which is also some loss occur, shunt field copper loss. So we are correcting. So we initially, when we are giving the prime mechanical energy, that is our rotational energy, this total losses is given in problem. Here you can calculate armature copper square Ia square Ra, series field copper loss ASC square RSC, shunt IS square RSS, and total loss you will get is equal to rotation losses plus armature copper loss plus series field copper loss, and this or you can substitute in key equation. Output is equal to input minus total losses, or input is equal to output plus total losses. Right, this is right, you can observe here. Next one is just give it shunt field 2 square ISS square RSS 250 volts. Rotation losses, these are mechanical losses, windage losses, friction. frictional empty loss 580 watts. Total losses, all these rotational losses, armature copper losses, series field copper losses, shunt field losses. You can add all this, you will get 1785 watts. Now efficiency is equal output power by output plus total losses. You know that a P output power is given 10 kilowatts, so 10,000 divided by 10,000 plus 1,785. The totally 11,785.18 is equal to 84.9%. What is the efficiency of the generator? 84.9%. What is the efficiency? 84.9%. Are you getting all of you? What is armature copper loss? Ia square Ra. What is series field copper loss? Isc square Rac. What is shunt field copper loss? Iss square Rss. What is the total losses? Rotational losses plus armature copper losses plus series field copper losses plus shunt field losses plus is equivalent to rotational losses plus Ia square Ra, Ish square RSH plus ISC square RSC. This is called total loss of the DC generator, and we will get efficiency. Output power, you know, input power P input is equal to output power plus total losses. So here actual definition of the efficiency, which is the ratio of output power to input power. This is P out by this is P input. P input is equal to output power plus total losses. So all this you can substitute, you will get get 84.9% of efficiency. What is the efficiency? 84.9% of efficiency. Right. Next problem also you can read. This is also one of the important one. Right. Continue. An alternative way to solve the problem, it is not needed. So if you other you can practice it. This is also very simplest one method in second method in case of the long shunt generator. So you are also practice this one. This slide very simple way to practice it here. Problem number 6. A shunt generator has field resistance of 60 ohms. When the generator delivers 60 kilowatt, the terminal voltage is 120 volts. While the generator EMF is 135 volt, determine the armature circuit resistance. The generated EMF when the output is 20 kilowatt and the terminal voltage 135 volts. Type of shunt generator is shunt type generator. Right. We are discussing shunt type generator. Shunt field is in parallel with armature winding. Shunt field resistance 60 ohms, which is delivers a 60 kilowatt. The terminal voltage is 120 volts. Output value is given 60 watt. There is a voltage across this is load 120 volt. The generated image is given 135 volt. Determine armature circuit resistance. Right. So here the equation is Eg is equal to V plus IaRa. Question is IaRa. We know the value of Eg 135, 125 V. IaRa is equal to 135 minus 120 means 15 volts. But you know the shunt field resistance 60 ohms is. We can calculate here the voltage across the shunt field winding, shunt field terminal is same 120. So ISS is equal to 120 by 60 means 2 ampere. What is the shunt field current? 2 amperes. 60 by 120. 60 by 120 is load current. What is 60? 0.5. 0.5 to 10 Q means 500 amps. So IL is 500 ampere. Shunt field current is 2 amperes. So armature current IA is in case of the shunt generator is ISS plus IL is equal to 502 ampere. When I determine what is that armature circuit resistance, you know IA RA is equal to 15. So that is RA is equal to 15 by IA. Why not 2? What is the value you will get? And you say that seconds next right, the solved this is. Yes, same what I explained. All the things here. The load current is IL 60,000 by 120, 500 amps. The field current supplied by the armature is 120 by 62 amperes. IA is equal to IF plus IL, 500 plus 2, 502 amperes. The voltage across the terminal is EG minus IARA. RA is equal to IARA is equal to EG minus VT by IA, right? 0.28 ohms. What is the armature resistance? 0.28 ohm. What is saying the next point? So all of you carefully listen about this problem because of it is the most important one in the examination, and clearly you can understand this problem. Okay. Next one. Continue this problem. For a load of 20 kilowatt, when the terminal voltage is 135. What is it? Load is 20, before 60 kilowatt. Here load is 20 kilowatt. Terminal voltage is 135. Therefore, now you can calculate. So across this load is 20 kilowatt. What is the load current IL? 20,000 divided 135, 148.1 amperes. A field current IF, because of 135 voltage is same across the center field binding, and a field current IF or ISS is equal to 130 by 60, 2.25 ampere. What is armature current? IF or ISS plus IL. So here this one 2.25, 148.1 is equal to 150.25 amperes. Right? Next equation is generator EMF is the armature is EG is equal to VT plus IARA. What is V? Terminal voltage is given 135. That is 135 is the terminal voltage. 135 plus IA 150.25 into RA 2. RA is given armature resistance, that is 0.28. We are calculated. So one total generated EMF in armature winding is 177.07 volts. 177.07 volts is generated voltage in the armature conductors. Right? So first of all, what you can say, you can draw the armature shunt field winding diagram. Write all these equations, derivative equations. Substitute the what are the data is given, and what we is given, what is saying that problem you can determine. So this is a fundamental. Easily you can calculate. This is a simple problem. There is a type of winding is given, which is also centrifugal winding, which is having the number of poles is 2. Armature resistance is 0.018. Number of parallel paths 4. Number of conductors 520. So number of N is 750 by 60, 12.5 revolution per seconds. Armature current is given, V is given, E is equal to V plus IRA, 207.2 volts. E is equal to 2 into P by Zn by A volt. Substitute all the values, you can calculate the flux is 31.9 milliwebers. Here 2 P is number of poles is given, is parallel path, pi is flux is unknown value, Z is total number of conductors 520, N is speed per revolution. So all these values are given. You can substitute all this valuation will get flux in milliwebers. So pi is equal to 31.9 milliwebers. This is the problem, right? So all of you calculate this one, this value fraction, draw the diagram, write the equation, and calculate, solve this problem. It is easy way. One of the important is all of you are once remembered before solving this problem is shunt generator, series generator, compound generator, and the EMF induced in the armature conductors. Their derivations are important. Once you remember remember the derivations in your in you, you will solve any type of problems in case of the DC generators. If you are not remembered blindly, you can solve the problem. It is difficult to solve. Okay. So we must be remember each individual winding, which is a series, which is armature, which one is the center field winding, when long shunt, how is the equation, if it is long or short shunt, their derivations and EMF induced equations. So all these important ones are where is the losses often. If we, what are the rotation losses, what is the copper losses, armature, shunt field, series field, copper loss. All this when you know the well about that the derivation from the circuit diagram when we are drawn, so you can solve easily whatever problem is given. Any problem, any type of problem is given, you can solve. Okay, right. Problem 7. This type of problems also asked in the examination. So here you can remember what type of generator is a shunt. Here is also shunt type and long shunt and shunt. Most number of times this type of problem is asked. The voltage of 100 kilowatt 250 volt shunt generator rises to 260 volts. When the load is removed, what full load current does the machine deliver? What its percent regulation? A 25 kilowatt 230 volt shunt generator has a regulation of 8.7%. B. What will be the terminal voltage of the generator at no load? So if the change in voltage is assumed to be uniform between no load and full load kilowatts, calculate the kilowatt output of the generator when the terminal voltages are 240 and 235 volts. So this is the problem is given. Must be remembered in individual condition. A is a different condition, B is a different condition, C is a different condition. But, but problem is given 100 kilowatt to 50 volt shunt generator rises to 260 volt when load is removed. When load is removed, the voltage is raised 260 volts. Then calculate full load current. First of all, you can calculate full load current. Does the machine is deliver that current? What is its percentage regulation? You can calculate percentage regulation also. Second, a 25 kilowatt 230 volt shunt generator has a regulation 87%. First one you can calculate the regulation. Second one, capacity is different. You can the regulation is given. What will be the terminal voltage of the generator at no load condition? If the change in voltage is assumed to be uniform between no load and full load kilowatts, calculate the kilowatt output of the generator when the terminal voltages are 240 and 235 volts. Right? So full load current 10 100 kilowatt is given, voltage is 250 400 volt. Percent regulation, no load to full load by full load into 100. What is no load? 260. What is full load? 250. Right? And divided to 50 100, you will get 4% of percent regulation. But you know the regulation 8.7. Then calculate no load voltage. That is 8.7 is given. That is VNL minus VFL. VNL minus VFL 230 by 230 into 100. Your no load voltage is 250 volts. P out VNL minus VT by VNL minus V into P input power. So you will getting that P out 240 and P 235 volts output power. All we are calculated. You are calculating in practice. This type of problem is the most important in competitive examination. So now we are going to write what I solved in the problem and their questions. Go through your textbook and solve the more number of problems in case of the series generator, in centrifugal generator, um, long shunt generator, short shunt generator, and EMF generated in the armature conductor is equal to E is equal to pi n by 60 into P by M. When the losses, second type of total losses, armature copper losses, centrifugal losses, and rotation losses. When these losses are occurring in these deep individual windings, how we can calculate and how we get the efficiency. If needed the efficiency calculation, you must know the losses in individual windings. Okay, all the fundamentals, if you go through the calculation and so if you are solve the problem, you must know the derivation of the all these type of generators. So for that, you must follow the standard textbook BL Tereja and your according to your curriculum, you go through the Falcon series or Radiant series. Right. All the best. Thank you.